Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing us how to make a very simple for children gown bow for children gown. So I'm going to be using this shiny face fabric. And what I have here, I have actually this is the fabric I really want to make. I have 25 inches by 12 inches, right? 25 inches by 12.25 inches. So for this one, that's the long part of the bow. I'm going to fold it into two equal halves like this. Okay, after that I'll refold it again into two equal halves. All right, can you see what I'm doing? So next thing is, now to give it that shape, I'm going to be marking like a triangle at this corner here. Can you see it, guys? So you go this way, this way. All right, so from here now, what I removed from this side is 3 inches. So after this, next I will now come this way again to the center. Let me shift it so that you guys can see it. To the center here, I will now reduce this again. I'm going to be reducing this by 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. So I'll mark that. So all this reduction, I'm going to cut it off. Okay, so here we go. Can you see, guys? The bow is already formed. So I'm going to cut this off. Then I'll go ahead and also cut this off. Alright, so then the next thing is I'll open it up like so. Then I'll go ahead and stitch here like this, and this other side. So by the time we finish stitching, this is what we are going to have. Can you see it, guys? So I'll go ahead and stitch this, turn it to the right side, iron it, and show us what this looks like. Okay, for the one that is going to be on top, the measurement I have here is, I have 8 inches length by 7.5. So what I'll do with this is I'll go ahead and fold this into two like so, stitch like this, then leave a little space at this end to turn it over, then give it a good press. The second one, because I'm going to be having two, the second one, what I have here is 6.5 width by 6.5 length. So I'll go ahead and do the same thing, repeat the same thing I did for the first one. Stitch like this, and like this, leave a little space. So after doing that, I'll turn it over, give it a good press, then I'll show us how to put everything together. Okay guys, so I have gone ahead to stitch this like this. I left a little space to turn it over. I did the same for everything. So for this other one, I'm going to notch this middle here so that it will come out well. When I turn it, it won't fold. There won't be any folding at that edge. Then this side too, I'll just cut this, reduce it a little so that those pieces can come out very well. And I left a little space here too for the turning. So next I'll go ahead and turn it. So you want to turn it just into something like this. If you have watched up to this point, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Please kindly subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and drop a comment. Thank you. That's fine. I'll iron this. I'll iron it. Then that small space that we use to turn it, just push it in a little bit, then sew it down. So I'm going to go ahead and iron this. I'll turn the other ones too and iron it. So I've turned everything. Next is to iron. Alright guys, so I have gone ahead to iron this. You can see looking good already. Then I've gone ahead to iron this as well. So while I was ironing, to close this edge that I left, it was a bit difficult for this particular one. So I would suggest that if you want to do yours, you can sew, instead of leaving the edge, you can just leave the middle where you are going to bring it out to turn it. So you can sew from here to here, then from this end to somewhere around here, then leave a little space for you to turn it. Alright, so I'll go ahead and sew this down, then show us the next thing to do. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to do is to determine the midpoint of this. The easiest way to do that is you can just fold it into 2 equal halves. Okay, so here is the midpoint. I'll open it up and then mark with my ruler. Mark with my chalk and my ruler. So here is the midpoint. I'll set that aside. Then for these as well, I'll fold to 2 equal halves. Next, I will use my needle and my thread. Needle and thread. I'll start with this first. I'll just use my hand to gather it. I'll make sure that the small one is in the center of the big one. So I'll just use my hand. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, so I'll take my needle and my thread to secure it. I'll just put it at that center. Okay. Okay. I'll go again. All right. Make sure your hand is straight. Okay. Bring it out. For ease, you can tie it. All right. Then you're almost done with this. Then make a knot. Or so it's anyhow you want to secure it. Anyone that works for you, just make sure you secure it. All right. So we'll set that aside. See what we have here. Can you see, guys? Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this beautiful? So, all right, we'll bring the second one too. See the way it is. Can you see it? The short side is up. So that center that we'll mark, we'll bring it to the center. Then we'll go ahead and use our hand to gather it the way we gathered the first bow. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, I'll take my needle and thread again. Go ahead, the middle. Secure that middle. Secure it. Then you can use it to tie it like so. All right, tie it. Okay, and we are almost done with this. Almost done. If you think you have been blessed, you've learned a new thing, kindly subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and comment. Thank you so very much. So all right, so after gathering this, then it goes this way. Can you see this beauty, guys? Can you see this beauty? Oh my god, my camera is not doing justice to this. My camera is not doing justice to this. Let me hold it like this so that you can see what I'm saying, so that you can see what I'm showing you. Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay, so this is what we have, guys. Isn't this lovely? Okay, I'll go ahead and use ribbon to secure this middle. Okay, let me see, guys. Okay, so I'll use my hand needle to secure that and show us the outcome. Alright guys, so here is the outcome of our bow. Check this out. Isn't this so beautiful? This is so beautiful. This is so nice. Alright guys, try it out and let me see if you're able to achieve this. Definitely you'll be able to achieve it. It's very simple. Just follow the instruction. This is nice.